Hey y'all, welcome to the channel True Speaker Tarot. If this is your first time here tuning in with me, make sure that you hit that subscribe button for me, alright? Y'all also make sure y'all remember to follow me on TikTok if you're interested in joining my live reading sessions, okay? So we're going to continue y'all with the yearly readings. And today we're going to get into the water signs, alright? So we're going to kick it off with Cancer for the water signs. So we're going to be doing your yearly 2023 first 6 months predictions, okay? So, if you feel like you like this reading, okay, make sure that you hit that like button for me. Don't forget to subscribe, all right? So let's see. What do we have for Cancer for the first 6 months of 2023? I hope everybody enjoying the holiday. I hope everybody feeling good, enjoying themselves. Let's see. We already got a card out. Felt like they wanted to come out. All right. Let's see what else we get for Cancer for 2023 first 6 months, Spirit. What do we have for Cancer for the first 6 months? Let's see. Alright, so we're going to take 2 cards for June, okay? So let's see. Seeing some reversals here. Alright, at the bottom of the deck here, you do have the 2 of Wands here, okay? So this is about, you know, this is like a halt in energy, a halt in movement, okay? This is what's crowning you, okay? Connected to your passions, all right, Cancer? This is also, we're seeing too, so it's about making some type of decision, all right? So that you can move forward, all right? That's what's crowning you right now for the first 6 months, but we're going to get some clarity in a minute. All right, so for the month of January here, you do have the 5 of Swords energy here, all right? So some type of conflict, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Some of you might be dealing with someone who's in that energy, all right? But remember, when we're dealing with swords, we're dealing with the mind space, okay? So these are our thoughts. That could also represent some type of conflict with a person, all right? It all just depends on what position you are in, okay? So are you the person who's going to be walking away from conflict, or are you the person who's going to be engaging in conflict, okay? So for February, we have the Knight of Pentacles here in reverse, all right? So I see things kind of slowing down for you, possibly in the area of finances, okay? Work, okay? Business. This could also represent a person for you, okay? We're going to clarify that, but let's keep moving. March here, you have the 6 of Wands here coming up in reverse, all right? So we know the 6 of Wands is connected to our success. It also could be a card of travel for some of you, all right? So it could symbolize some type of delays when it comes down to travel, all right? For some of y'all, I do feel that, okay? But it is a card of victory and success that's coming up in reverse. A lot of times when we're looking at Wands, especially when it's regarding our own personal successes, okay, and victories, it speaks a lot to our confidence, okay? So after that, y'all, we do have the Chariot card coming up in reverse, all right, which is Cancer energy, all right? So what is going on with you, Cancer, okay? So what are you begin to think about the things that you're thinking about now, like if you have any doubt, or if you're doubting your success, or are you doubting how 2023, the year 2023 is going to be for you already, if you're questioning whether you're going to take certain energies into the new year with you, all right? I always like to tell people, and I keep saying this, that this right here is the time to release, y'all. This is the end of the year, okay? So this is the time to release things that you feel like is not serving you, whether that's a mindset, whether that's people, places, things, okay? So begin to think about that, all right? So your energy is coming up, and it's coming up in reverse, all right? So we know this is also a card about victory, success, direction. Could also represent travel for some of y'all. Some of y'all are going to have your travel or your moving is going to be delayed, okay? Now moving on, we do have the King of Pentacles here, all right? So this is gonna be in the month of May, okay? So you know, just like that Knight of Pentacles is coming up for you in February here, you also do have the King of Pentacles, all right? That is directly opposite of that, and that's coming up in reverse too. So this could be speaking to finances too, all right? This could also be a person, but this is really connected to your finances and your stability, okay? Business, work, and those kind of things, all right? So I do kind of sense that things are slowing down for you, all right? In certain areas, okay? Definitely for some of y'all who are planning to make a major move, I do see some delays, and it's possibly because you're going to have some things to think about, okay? Especially come June. But I feel like by the time June gets here, y'all are going to have a lot of things figured out, especially with the 9 of Cups and the Hangman here coming up, okay? So that symbolizes like a change of perspective, okay, regarding something, whatever the situation is that you're going to be dealing with for the first half of the year, okay? We still have that energy of transformation going on. So for some of y'all, it's going to be a very transformative time, all right, in your energy regarding your stability, regarding you know, family, those early connected things like family, finances, stability, okay? So that's what I see, a lot of major changes for you, okay? Especially with your energy coming up here in reverse, all right, for April. So let's go ahead and begin to clarify for Cancer, and let's see what is the five of but it does look like you're gonna you know, get past a hurdle, okay? Because remember, the Chariot card is also about obstacles, okay? So I feel like you're going to get past certain obstacles, especially once June comes around, okay? Because I feel like you're going to have some type of aha moment here, okay? And that's what's going to open up the doors for your happiness, your victory, your success, okay? Your own personal wish fulfillment here, all right? So let's see what is the Five of Swords here for Cancer spirit. What is the Five of Swords about for Cancer? Something, it feels like a low energy, y'all. What's going on, Cancer? Is your energy low? It feels like a low energy, y'all, all right? So let's see. What's the Five of Swords? You know, and perhaps right now at this particular time you might be feeling, you know, some people go through, you know, I hear a lot of talk about holiday depression, all right? So perhaps some of y'all might be experiencing that, and that kind of has you in a mindset of thinking that, you know, next year ain't gonna be no better than this year was for you, okay? So let's see. Five of Swords. All right, so with that, you have the Star card here coming up in reverse. All right, some of y'all might be dealing with an Aquarius. You also do have the Knight of Swords here, all right, which is a very fast moving energy when it comes down to communication. All right, now this is connected to your faith, okay, and faith in either a relationship or friendship, okay? For some of y'all it might be a relationship, okay, but I feel like this is your thoughts, all right? And you could have racing thoughts, like I'm saying. You might be thinking that next year is not going to be any different than it was for you this year, if you had a rough period this year, okay? But that's all based on your own mindset, okay? So that's one of the things that you might want to work on right now, changing, all right? Change your perspective, project into your future what you want to see, okay? And the future is now, okay? So start that, all right? But I feel like some of y'all are dealing with racing thoughts, okay? Connected to, you know, the Star card is also a form of wish fulfillment, okay? So let's see. All right, so you have with the Knight of Pentacles clarifying that you have the World card coming up in reverse, okay? So like I'm saying, in February is going to be a slowdown, possibly with your finances, okay? Or either a slowdown with some type of connection in a relationship, all right? Because that Knight of Pentacles can be a person for some of y'all. I'm going to take this because this is a Chariot here again, all right? Your energy showing up this time. You're in the upright, but you are with the World card here in reverse, okay? Which represents some type of cycle, or like I say, some type of slowdown or some type of delay, okay? Around forward movement. So I feel like some of y'all who are planning moves, all right, I really feel like a move, all right? Some of y'all that are planning moves, don't become discouraged, okay, just because things might not work out the way you want them to. Like, it might be a halt, okay? So you might have to stop. See, look at this Three of Wands here showing up at the bottom of the deck, okay? So it might be some other factors and other things you might have to consider. So it might require you to take a breather in the month of February just to like think about your moves and really plan and plot them out, okay? Also, some of y'all might be faced with being afraid. You know, you might have been thinking about making a move, and now that the time has come, you might be afraid to step outside of your comfort zone and actually do that, all right? So, you know, which person are you, okay? Are you the person who's holding themselves back because they're afraid, right? Or are there just some other important things that you need to consider, all right, in the month of February, okay? I feel like you have unfinished business somewhere, and that's why you know, that Knight of Pentacles is in reverse with the World card in reverse, all right? You have unfinished business somewhere. Some things, some loose ends that need to be tied up somewhere, okay, before you can make a move, all right? So let's get to this Six of Wands here and see what this is about. What is the Six of Wands for Cancer? What is the Six of Wands? Six of Wands for Cancer, Spirit. Six of Wands for Cancer in March. Okay. We have the Four of Pentacles here, and you also do have the Justice card. So I feel like even regarding some of your finances and financial decisions that you've been making with the Four of Pentacles here, that might be something that you need to look at. All right. So finances might run a little bit thin. Okay. And that could be the reason why you have to either revamp your plan, okay, or just hold off on it for a while, okay. But I feel like doing that, you're going to do yourself a grave justice, okay, because like I said, by the time June comes around, that whatever you had to change, whatever new perspective you have to gain about a certain situation, like if this is a move, I feel like it's a move for a lot of y'all are considering moving to a new city, new state, new country, or something like that, okay. And I feel like by you doing this evaluation, it's going to do yourself, you know, you're going to do yourself a justice, okay. Some of y'all might have to wrap up something with a relationship too, with the justice card coming in, all right. For some of y'all, it might have to do with a marriage or relationship, all right, especially with that conflict coming up in January, okay. So I feel like it has a lot to do with, it's gonna definitely have to do with your money with the Four of Pentacles, all right, because I feel like you're gonna have to gain some type of direction, and what's the word I'm looking for? It's direction where your finances are being directed at. Like really sit down and ask yourself, like, where are you giving to, right? Making sure things are allocated properly, okay. Some of y'all are going to be going through, you know, a legal situation with a marriage where things have to be split, okay. And so that's going to be the thing that's going to stop you from you know, kind of not stop you, but it's going to cause you know, a halt in your forward movement. Like if you want to move to another state, another country, or something like that, I feel like it's going to be some important things you need to look into, all right, with the Justice card and the Four of Pentacles here, okay. Like making sure that, you know, you have your ducks in order, all right, you got your shit together, let's just say that, okay. So let's see, let's move on to April with the Chariot coming up in reverse, okay. And that flew out, and that is about, we have the Ten of Pentacles here, which is all about financial stability, okay, abundance, okay. But you also do have a Ten of Swords here too, okay. So we know when we see the Ten of Swords here, you know, that is really an energy of being defeated in some area, okay, or feeling overwhelmed, feeling defeated. Like I said, I feel like some of y'all have racing thoughts, and at the beginning of the year, possibly that might intensify for you, okay, especially if the year 2022 wasn't good for you. And just make sure that you're not projecting that into 2023, okay. Begin to release things, all right, especially if you had a hard time financially, okay, and then you're like, damn, this year just was fucked up for me financially, next year don't look like it's gonna be no better. Well, you're projecting that because that's what you're saying out loud to yourself, and you believe in it, okay. So think about that, Cancer, all right. So let's get into the King of Pentacles, okay. Earth sign energy here, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Some of y'all might be dealing with that. See some earth sign, I see air sign energy here too, all right. Some of y'all might be dealing with a Libra, but let's get into this King of Pentacles for Cancer. What is the King of Pentacles? What is the King of Pentacles for Cancer? I feel like some of y'all really want to move though, like move somewhere, a different city or something like that. All right, so with that we have the clarifying the King of Pentacles. We have the King of Wands here, all right, but we also do have the Four of Wands here coming up in reverse, all right. So we know the Four of Wands is connected to our stability. There's a lot of stability energy that's coming, like energy connected to your stability is coming up here. Your financial stability, your home life stability, all right, your stability within your relationships. Like I say, some of y'all might be dealing with a marriage, okay, and it has probably taken a toll on you in 2022, okay, especially when it comes down to your finances, I feel like, all right. But with the King of Wands energy, that's still showing me that you have an energy to persevere and rise above this, all right. And I do feel like things are going to get better for you, but only if you set that as your intention, okay. Some of y'all are needing to you know, really connect with yourself spiritually too, all right, and begin to educate yourself on new things. Make 2023 a year where you begin to educate yourself with the Hierophant card here, okay. Make sure that you educate yourself on the things that you don't understand, okay. I always like to tell people, especially people who want to be into tarot and zodiac signs and stuff, like actually learn how to use these tools, all right, to better help yourself, all right. That's what they're for. That's what astrology and all of that is for. It's not to tell you, you know, who you are and about yourself and all of that. It can be used for that too, but it can be used for so much more, y'all, all right. You can actually figure out what your difficult areas are, what areas of life, okay, that you really should apply more focus to, okay. so that you can transcend out of whatever difficult energy you feel like is hindering you in your life. Use astrology for that, okay? Check out my videos for beginners, okay? My Learning with Truth Speaker Tarot sessions, segments, all right? And that might give you some insight. Learn how to read your birth chart. Get in there, okay? Make 2023 a year where you begin to, look into things that you might not understand. I always like to tell people, don't just stop at your zodiac sign. It's much more than that, okay, guys? Also, with that, you have the Eight of Cups here coming up in reverse, all right? So this is an energy of, another halt. Like, I don't know what I want to do. I don't know if I want to move forward or stay. I don't know what to do, all right? Perhaps there might be some confusion around because you don't know what's going to happen with that moon card right now, right? So we know that represents the unknown, all right? So make sure that you are not seeking validation from others either with the Hierophant. I feel like it's a time for you to really begin to connect with yourself spiritually coming in 2023, all right? 2023 is going to be a spiritual year for people to be connecting with themselves on a much, much higher level, okay? So I would urge anyone to go ahead and if you're into tarot, you into zodiac signs and stuff, begin to do your research, begin to study, become proficient in that, and figure out ways that you can use that to serve you, okay? These are spiritual tools, all right? And they are very they work wonders if you know how to use them, okay? So let's look into June's energy and see what we get. All right, we have the Six of Cups here come up in reverse. And we also do have the Queen of Pentacles. So like I'm saying, by the time June comes, you're going to have a whole change of perspective. That's when you're going to start to see your finances really pick up too. All right, you're going to find that stability, okay? Especially if you begin to put the work in on yourself spiritually here with the Hierophant card, all right? Now with the Six of Cups, this is an energy. I see that some of y'all are probably going to be struggling to let go of the past, like past thoughts, past emotions, okay? But I do see you getting over that because you have the Hangman here. And that's all about a change of perspective. I feel like you're going to be seeing things a little bit different, all right? And I feel like that's going to be a turning point for you with the Six of Cups, all right? So this is like thinking deep, like getting deep within your emotions, okay? To find your inner stability, okay? With the Queen of Pentacles here, all right? So I feel like things financially, by the time June comes, you're going to start to see that change, okay? And I feel like with this Ten of Wands energy, it is an energy of feeling kind of overwhelmed, but I feel like it's more so going to be on a releasing end for you, okay, Cancer? All right, so we know Wands speak to passions, all right? But I feel like everything for you is really going to be, really based on you making a decision to take yourself out of whatever energy this is. All right, just because this year might not have been so good for you financially doesn't mean that that's the way it has to be next year, okay? So I feel like some of y'all dealing with some type of move. Perhaps for some of y'all it may not be from state to state or to another country, but just moving into calmer waters, okay? Like I say, some of y'all might be dealing even with a relationship, having to move away from that, a marriage situation, and kind of sitting with yourself, gathering your thoughts, figuring out where things need to be allocated at, like where structure, okay? That's what I feel, structure. You're gonna have to get structured with your moves, all right? And that's gonna start by you getting more connected with yourself, okay? So that's what I feel. Let's get a Moonology card for Cancer and we will end it, okay? Let's see. It feels like now kind of a heavy energy. Some of y'all might be going through, like I said, the holiday blues, okay? And perhaps you might bring some of that energy into the new year with you, okay? It says emotions are running high, meditate and contemplate, okay? And also balance spirituality with practicality. So that goes to that getting organized, okay? Allocating things the right way, all right? So that's what I have for you, Cancer. You also do have prosperity lies ahead, okay? And I feel like in the month of June, you're really going to start to see things change for you financially, all right? Especially if you put the work in on yourself, okay? With the Chariot here coming up in reverse, we definitely want to make sure that we're working on our energy, like on a very, very personal level, okay? So that's what I have for you, Cancer. Until next time, I hope everybody enjoys their holiday. If you feel like you like this reading, make sure you hit that like button for me, okay? Until next time, y'all enjoy your night.